Halos looking to bounce back after tough loss last night. Back-to-back losses, as a matter of fact, for the first time since early September. Tonight it's game 2 of the 3-game set against the division-winning Oakland Athletics. Hi, everybody, from inside the Big A alongside Mark Gubicza and Victor Rojas. So glad you could join us once again for Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West. And, of course, last night the offense struggled at times, especially against Tommy Malone, the left-hander, and a lot of strikeouts overall in the ballgame. But Howie Kendrick, once again, having another nice game.
Yeah, Victor, he said before the game he was very comfortable to play defense, still getting a little acclimated with his knee. But the reality is he's seen the ball well at the plate since coming back, hitting .316. But he really drove the ball exceptionally well last night. Home run to left center field. And he overdid the next time around with the bases loaded, inside-out approach off the wall, almost had a grand slam, drives in 3 runs with a double. So home run double ties a season high for RBI for Howie with 354 hitter against Oakland this season. That's in 15 games. So look for him to try to keep that approach against A.J. Griffin, a very good pitcher, but he's around the strike zone. Howie should have some good swings against him.
Yeah, a guy that the Angels faced last week and knocked him around early on before he settled in. We'll see what the Angels could do here tonight and try to even up this series at a game apiece. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A, so sit back and relax. We're going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Come test drive the Fun to Drive 2013 Sonata today. By Corona, who invites you to find your beach. And by your SoCal Ram dealers. Visit ramtrucks.com today. Gorgeous night for baseball here at the Big A. Nothing wrong with little Nirvana coming into our broadcast tonight as the Angels and the Oakland A's get ready for the second game of this three-game set. A tough loss for the Angels last night, 10-5 the final. And now with Oakland with 13 hits, Garrett Richards got knocked around before the game today. However, Mike Trout presented with the MVP award, the team MVP award. Still making waves for the American League award, although it seems like more than likely it'll be a toss-up between Miguel Cabrera and Chris Davis of the Baltimore Orioles, but there's no doubt, in my mind anyway, that Mike Trout certainly deserves some votes. We'll see how things play out in the offseason.
Well, it's got to be in the conversation. David Ortiz with Boston also, he's had some great numbers himself, so there's some candidates to win that MVP. It's not a slam dunk like last season where people thought with Cabrera with the Triple Crown, although we thought Mike Trout could have won it and should have won it last year too, what he did for his offensive and defensive numbers.
Yeah, about a month ago you would have said that Cabrera had the award all wrapped up and it was all his, but he's been dealing with some nagging injuries, just trying to get healthy and stay healthy going into the postseason, assuming Detroit gets there. They've got to clear the Minnesota Twins. The Angels have taken the field. Mike Trout is not, because he is serving as a DH, but we'll save that lineup for the when we come back from break and get you ready for the bottom of the first. We'll show you Bob Melvin starting now, however, for the Oakland A's here now. Oakland at 94-63. We'll have Coco Crisp leading things off at center. Josh Donaldson at third base. Jed Lowry, the switch hitters at shortstop. Yoenis Cespedes had the night off last night. He's the cleanup hitter tonight, serving as a DH. Derek Norris behind the plate. Alberto Callaspo at second. Chris Young at left. Josh Reddick at right, and Derek Barton gets the start tonight at first base, and he will bat ninth. Facing Jason Vargas, and it's been a little bit of a rough go for Jason Vargas over the last couple of starts for him. He making his last start of the season. Actually, he's got one more start after this, assuming everything stays in line, but he's still looking for that ninth win.
And he's trying to get that feel for his fastball. That sets up his very good changeup, his curveball, slider, very good too, but it's been his fastball he's been missing off the outside corner a little bit too much of late. Vargas, very, very good competitor, pitches inside well. 5-2 this season at home with 3.73 ERA.
Got some time to show you the defense for the Angels tonight, and it looks like this. J.B. Shuck in left, Josh Hamilton in center, Cole Calhoun in right. The infield consists of Andrew Romine, Tommy Field, Howie Kendrick, and Mark Trunkle. From third to first, and Hank Conger behind the plate.
Tommy Field getting that start at shortstop. His first as an Angel at shortstop, although he had 11 starts overall with Colorado, giving him 12 for his career in that position. He's got a very good range at that shortstop position, strong throwing arm also.
Vargas ready to go to face Coco Crisp. Coco hit at .259. Career high 22 home runs, 65 runs batted in. And he will look at his strike. A couple of hits last night for Chris, 2 for 4 overall, and also drew a walk. Oh, 2. And like Garrett Richards last night, Jason Vargas in his last start faced this Oakland A's team up at the Coliseum. Got a no decision on the 18th. Gave up 4 runs on 7 hits and 6 innings of work. Had 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and threw 109 pitches.
Yeah, Coco Crisp, who continues to swing the bat well against Vargas, had a home run in that game, but that's a pretty good pitch too. Coco thought he was out.
Such a good pitch, and Coco Crisp thought he was
had a little smile.
Right. Don't you at that point, if you're Bob Davidson, say, okay, then it is a strike.
He's already thinking he's out. He was looking away. He had a fastball away, a breaking ball, and a fastball, perfect fastball inside. He thought he was done.
I will acquiesce to your demands. That one is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mike Socha obviously asking Bob Davidson if the hitter thought it was a strike. Why isn't it?
A lot of smiles. Well, little, not big time smiles, but a smile on their face thinking, okay, that was a perfect pitch. 0-2.
There's a called strike 3. Coco knew it 2 pitches later, but he'll walk back to the dugout. He'll accept it.
Pretty good sequence throughout this entire at bat for Vargas. Paints the outside corner with a fastball at the knees. 3 away, 2 in. We talked about just a few seconds ago how important it is for Vargas to be able to spot his fastball away. 2 of those pitches, perfect.
There's Josh Donaldson, the third baseman. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Donaldson last night had a couple of hits himself. Mentioned Oakland with 13 total hits. Every starter had at least one. 307 average for Donaldson as he pulls this one to third. Romine handles the hot smash. 2 outs.
Well, hit well right at Romine, but Donaldson took a while to get down to first base. Wonder if he was all right going down the line because he hit the ball well. A little bit of a bobble from Romine, but still had plenty of time to gather himself and throw out Donaldson at first.
That ball got on Andrew in a hurry.
Hit well. But right at him. That's why you throw strikes. Guys behind you have a glove to make those type of plays.
Jed Lowry takes outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Lowry hitting .288, 15 home runs, 74 runs batted in. Has 44 doubles this year. 2 triples. First season with Oakland after being acquired from the Houston Astros. He loops this one out to left field, a base hit. Little top spin lob out the shallow left. 2 out knock. Keeps hitting alive for Yoenis Cespedes, the DH.
What you hope for from Vargas is be able to eliminate that rally with 2 outs going against you, especially 2 quick outs like that and a little flare into the outfield.
.242 average for Cespedes, 26 home runs and 80 runs batted in. Big rip there and fouls it straight back. Monster hack.
Vargas is doing a lot of first pitch fastballs. Pretty good as far as getting that first pitch over. With Cespedes aggressive on a fastball.
Looking for his first win since August 29th when he defeated the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Petersburg, Florida. One ball, one strike. The one thing that has plagued Jason, at least that we've seen over the last 4 starts for him, is that he struggles on that outside part of the plate. And at times he's been good with it, but then he kind of just goes away from him, commanding that fastball.
See, the real key for him to be able to hit the outside corner is getting over that front leg and almost he can reach down and touch the dirt on the mound. When he pulls across his body with his throwing arm, that's when that fastball cuts back in the middle of the plate. That's when it becomes a dangerous pitch. He's got to almost think the same type of release point with his changeup, same thing with his fastball.
This one fouled back to the right. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the first. Vargas struck out crisp looking, got Donaldson in his hot smash to third. Lowry then singled. There's Bob Melvin. Bo Mel and his coaching staff done a terrific job last couple of years. Back-to-back division titles for them. Now it's a full count. Oakland, it seems, will be taking on the Tigers in the first round if things started right now. We'll see how things play out the rest of the week. Still fighting for that overall best record. That game back of Boston for that AL best record.
They've pitched extremely well. Their bullpen is deep, and they've scored runs. Although they don't necessarily field great, they make good plays.
Yeah.
They've made it their fair share amount of errors, especially in the infield.
And Boston, by the way, currently trailing, I should say, the Rockies 4-0 in Denver. They're playing an interleague series, and the Tigers will finish the regular season playing an interleague series themselves in Miami.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, but with the new 2 15-team leagues, you got to have an interleague series every time.
No choice. Yeah, it has to be that way.
Just like the Angels started the year. That was this year.
Yeah,
in Cincinnati.
Yeah, it was quite warm, as I recall.
Yeah, balmy. Lowry will take off with the pitch with 2 outs. Here's another 3-2. This one bounced down the line. That is a fair ball. Romine's throwing across the diamond is in time. Nice play by Andrew Romine as he got rid of it quickly. We will head to the bottom of the first with no score. Play a couple of them by Andrew Romine over at third base as we check out Mike Scioscia starting 9 for the Halos tonight. 76-80 is the overall record for the Halos. They will have J.B. Shuck leading things off at left, Howie Kendrick in second. Mike Trout serving as a DH, as we told you at the time of the show. Josh Hamilton at center. Mark Trumbo at first, Cole Calhoun at right, Hank Conger behind the plate, Andrew Romine at third, and Tommy Field batting ninth, playing shortstop. Thinking A.G. Griffin, product of the University of San Diego, 14-9 with a 3.78 ERA.
Yeah, he doesn't wow you with overpowering stuff with his fastball, but he commands both sides of the plate very well. 88-93, slider, curveball, changeup, occasional cut fastball. He's susceptible to the home run, though. 35 home runs allowed.
The first one to JB is a little bit high, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. JB hitting .289 with a couple of home runs and 39 runs batted in. Came into the game as a pinch hitter last night. Ended up going 0 for 2 with a couple of punch outs. As he has the count evened up at 1 ball, 1 strike. First full season in the big leagues for A.J. Griffin. This one's pulled down toward first, and Derek Barton does a terrific job. There is the first down. Let's check out the Oakland Athletics defensively tonight. Young, Crispin, Reddick in the outfield from left to right. It's Donaldson, Lowry, Cayaspo, and Barton from third to first. Norris behind the plate.
Josh Reddick, we talked about him in the past, one of the best throwing arms in right field. 7 outfield assists this season. 2012 Gold Glove winner. 28 career assists in the outfield for Reddick. Accurate and strong.
Howie takes upstairs, and as we showed you at the top of the show too, the fact that he had a pretty good game last night. Single-handedly got the Angels back into the game with 2 swings of the bat, 4 pitches he saw. This one's driven out toward left center field, hit well. Coco back at the track. That is gone. Big fly for Howie Kendrick, and he gets the scoring started tonight. It's 1-0 Angels.
Look how we like being highlighted on our opening tonight. Boy, he starts right back out with a big fly. 13th home run for Howie Kendrick. 53 RBI. Going inside, we talked about Griffin giving up the long ball, and this is a long way out into the rock pile for Howie. 36th home run allowed by Griffin. 21 to right-handed batters.
Trout looks at an off-speed pitch in for a strike. Mike hitting .325, 26 home runs, 92 runs batted in.
Breaking ball called strike. 1-2. Trout last night of going 1 for 400 infield base hit in the 8th inning. 39 doubles, 9 triples. This one's fouled back. For the game, honored with the
2013
Team MVP award.
MVP.
Amazing what he's done in such an early part of his career. Mike Trout. Humble, great kid.
Up and in. 2-2. That shadow box that he was given as well as part of the MVP award was artifacts from his cycle that he had here against the Seattle Mariners. Fouled back. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chopper to the left side. Donaldson fields it, gets rid of it quickly. Low throw dug out by Barton. And Trout is the second out here in the first inning. Before Hamilton steps to the plate, we'll check out our Hyundai key to the game.
We're going a little Pearl Jam with the anticipation of Trumbo having a big game. He's coming up on deck. Hopefully Josh Hamilton can reach base. Pearl Jam, a big band that Mark Trumbo likes a lot. State of love and trust. He's feeling pretty good. An opportunity to be able to get his 100th RBI this season and also drive one out.
And we'll have to wait till the second inning. But the Angels do strike for a run. Howie Kendrick, a solo shot. The Angels have a 1-0 lead.
The majors. Carl's Jr. Sports update.
Nice.
Tease here. Was there another no-no in the show today?
Seriously? Here's Derek Norris. The Angels up 1-0 here in the second.
And possibly a walk-off piece, too. Possibly.
Jason Vargas delivers a
We
strike.
see that every night anymore, the way these games, these crazy wild card battles.
Anything is possible.
Yes.
Derek Norris hitting .243 with 8 home runs and 27 runs batted in. As a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Norris part of the organization at one time. That was perhaps part of this potential no-hitter that you're speaking of, Rich.
What was that?
Yeah.
Nope.
Can't even give you the name of the team that he used to play for? No?
Quiet.
He came over as part of the Gio Gonzalez trade. I will say no more.
Yeah, please.
2-1. This is bouncing through the left side, a base hit. He's on board, second hit of the night for Oakland. This one a leadoff single. They had a lot of leadoff base runners last night. And Alberto Callaspo will step up. Caswell hitting .259 with 9 home runs and 55 runs batted in. Back at second base. Hitting .275 as a member of the Oakland A's this year, this being his 46th game. Halos receiving Grant Green in exchange for Callaspo at the trade deadline.
Grant's had some pretty good at-bats, big at-bats, a couple times clearing the bases with doubles.
There's Grant, former first-round pick out of USC.
Sure, we were right next to him, getting to start tomorrow.
Check in on Norris. Doesn't typically run a whole lot, but he will on occasion sneak out a stolen base. He has 5 on the year. Has not been caught.
Yeah, if you don't pay attention to him, that's the time he'll try to steal a base. It's a good idea by Vargas just to make a throw over there. Callaspo's a guy that can roll into a double play. You want to keep Norris close.
And that's driven out to the alley in left center field. JB got a good jump on it. Makes the grab for out number 1 as Norris hits back to first. Hey fans, join us in Tempe, Arizona next spring with the 2014 Angels official spring training package. Those packages include game tickets, hotel accommodations, merchandise, and exclusive barbecue with Angels players and coaches, and perhaps even
more?
Perhaps. I'm not going to promise that, but perhaps more. Call 1-800-8-WARM-UP to reserve your package today. Maybe an autographed Mark Gubicza apron.
There you
the
go.
Barbecue.
At the barbecue.
Yeah. You and Clyde Wright.
Oh, no
cooking
question.
It up.
Yes.
Out by the smokers.
Mr. No-No himself.
I see you working.
Yeah. Tied all in.
Assuming there was one. Here's Chris Young. Left fielder. Swings and misses on the off-speed pitch. Young hitting .199. 12 home runs, 38 runs batted in. 104th game with Oakland this season. First year with the A's.
That was a great changeup from Vargas. That's what he has to do. Keep that front shoulder and hide the baseball well, and then hit the outside corner with his fastball and changeup. Cut fastball inside.
One ball, one strike. One strikeout, 2 singles allowed for Jason. This one's pulled over to third. Romine feeds Kendrick for 1. Relay on the first. Gang-ending double play. Shutdown inning for Vargas. We will head to the bottom of the second with the Angels leading at 1-0. will have the biggest impact next season. Cole Calhoun, Dane De La Rosa, J.B. Shuck, and of course Dane and J.B. have done their job this year, but still considered youngsters going into next year. Send us a tweet at Fox Sports West. Gooby's going to log on and give us the results a little bit later on.
No question. It's been fun watching all three progress and come through it, whether it's at the plate or in the field or on the mound. All three of them have been fantastic this season for the Angels.
Halos will send up Trumbo, Calhoun, and Conger here in the second inning with a 1-0 lead. There's Dane.
Well, he's had consistent velocity out of that bullpen, even though 72 appearances for him.
Long road to the big leagues for him. Trumbo takes up and in.
I just feel this is that game for Mark Trumbo to break out, drive the ball. He has 8 career home runs against Oakland. Had a conversation with him yesterday. His favorite band's Pearl Jam. Come up with a song. Just feel he's going to get to that century mark tonight.
Off speed, off the end of the bat. 2-1. Howie Kendrick with a 1-out home run in the first inning. Howie's 13th of the year. That's a strike. 2-2 now.
Well, when you watch how A.J. Griffin pitches, he likes to throw his fastball away, change up same plane. He'll show a fastball in. He's got a pretty good slow curveball also.
Full count with Cole Calhoun on deck.
And when you look at Oakland, how they're going to set up the rotation, you would think Bartolo Colon would probably get game 1. Game 2 could be A.J. Griffin. Could be Jared Parker.
Trumbo goes down swinging on the off-speed pitch. 1 out.
Sonny Gray is in that conversation. May indeed be part of the rotation over Dan Straley, possibly. Well, again, fastball away. Then he comes back with his changeup right now. Perfect changeup. Boy, as a hitter, you're looking away. Same spot as his fastball, but this time his changeup. That 8 miles differential between the two pitches.
There's Sonny Gray.
Good power arm he has.
Halos will face Straley tomorrow. Originally it was supposed to be Bartolo Colon against Jared Weaver, but Straley will get that start instead. 2 balls, no strikes on Cole. 282 average with 8 home runs, 31 runs batted in. There's Jared. Tomorrow being his last scheduled start of the year. His 24th.
Well, Weaver in his last 10 starts against Oakland is 7-1 with a 0.84 ERA. That's dealing against the club.
Three balls, 1 strike. Big rip, another off-speed pitch.
Take a look at our Chevrolet leaders as far as most RBI in the month of September in the American League. Atlanta Cespedes with 19, Coco Crisp with 18, but Cole Calhoun with 17, Adam Lynn for Toronto with 17 also. Big month of September for Cole.
Fouled off the left. Full count. That went into a sweep. That may have ended up in the buffet line up there. I don't think anybody's realized it.
There was no reaction, that's for sure.
What is this baseball doing in the nacho cheese? Another 3-2. Cole, a swing and a miss.
I was watching Animal House last night when the golf ball went in the soup in there, their kitchen there at the cafeteria, so maybe the same thing.
There's that breaking ball you were talking about from Griffin.
Boy, he stays on top of it so well and snaps it at the 12-6 break. not only the break you have to deal with, but the speed of the pitch. Cole Calhoun well out in front. Hip wide open, couldn't keep his hands back long enough to make contact.
2 outs, nobody on. Hank Conger at the plate. First one's outside. Hank hitting .257. 7 home runs and 21 runs batted in. One ball, one strike. Griffin in that start against the Angels last week got a no decision. Allowed 2 runs. 6 innings. Settled down at 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. That was on the 18th of September.
So he hit .225 against Griffin. Evenly split, .225 versus lefties, .226 versus right-handed batters.
He only allowed 1 hit, and that was the Mike Trout home run in the first inning of that game. Angels eventually won that game 5-4 in 11 innings. Pretty good poke down to center field for Root. Conger strikes out swinging. Griffin strikes out the side. 2 to the books, 1-0 Angels. He'll be facing 8-9-1 Reddick, Barton, and Crisp for Oakland. 1 strikeout, 2 hits allowed for Vargas. Josh Reddick this year, .223 batting average, 12 home runs and 55 runs batted in. 18 doubles and a couple of triples. Pulls the first one over to Trumbo. Waves off Vargas. 1 pitch, 1 out.
One thing you see from Reddick against right-handed pitchers, a little more patient against left-handed pitching, though. Very, very aggressive, looking and hoping for a first pitch fastball. That hit well, but right at Mark Trumbo. 1 pitch out. You always like to see that, especially early in the game. It gives you an opportunity to be in the game late. 4 ground ball outs already. Check that, make it 5 ground ball outs already for Vargas.
No Brandon Moss tonight. So Derek Barton gets a start over at first base. Looks at a strike. .280 average, 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in for Barton. This is just his 33rd game this year in the big leagues. 0-2.
Sign here for Vargas has faced 9 batters so far, 7 first pitch strikes.
Barton playing in 110 games at AAA Sacramento this year. 297 hitter down there. Pretty close. 1-2.
We'll see if this D catches the corner. Even if it doesn't, it's a quality pitch just off the corner. Now as a hitter, you're more apt to chase a pitch away now because that ball was that close to being called a strike.
There's a called strike 3. Barton doesn't like the call. He's thinking to himself, wait a second. It's almost the exact same spot as the last one. 2 down.
We'll see if he hits that exact spot. This one a little bit further away. Good take, though.
It's a great take. Top of the order now, Coco Crisp. Struck out looking to lead off the ball game. This one off the end of the bat. Howie Kendrick playing in already. Makes a nice play. And Vargas with a 1-2-3 third. We'll head to the bottom of the inning with the Angels leading at 1-0. Up for the Halos. Hey fans, the Angels Wise once again have put together their annual player favorites baskets for an online auction to raise money for the Angels Foundation. Baskets contain autographed game used items and items from the players' hobbies other than baseball. To bid on these baskets and for more info, just log on at angels.com/community. Andrew Romine fouling off the first pitch. It's A.J. Griffin who struck out the side in the second. Romine, 267 average. 3 doubles, 10 runs batted in. .42 game as this one's pulled to Barton. 1 out.
Barton's done a nice job as far as defensively for Oakland. Solidified the infield defense. Moss has made some good plays also at first base. He's a guy that can pick the low throws across the diamond also. Good range.
That was never the issue with Barton over at first base. Defensively, athletic guy. You talk about the old school stretching out for a first baseman. He goes old school. He does that almost full-on splits and can pick it over there. Biggest question for him has been offensively and being consistent as far as average is concerned.
He almost seems to be at times almost too patient. The whole on-base percentage, seeing a lot of pitches. At times it seemed like he misses a pitch to drive.
He's a first-round pick, 28th overall by the St. Louis Cardinals in 2003. At Marina High School. He was part of a big trade that have included, I should say, Dan Hare, Kiko Calero. Remember Kiko?
He threw the ball hard.
Yeah, that was for the Mark Mulder deal. Mulder going from Oakland to St. Louis.
It's a shame that Mark Mulder got hurt because he was a very, very good pitcher.
Full count here on Tommy Field. 130. Yeah, when they were running out Zito, Hudson, Mulder, Herron.
And you can win some games that way. You can win 20 games in a row.
Broken bat looper out to shallow left. And there's a 1-out single for Tommy Field. Harden before Herron. Herron came over and he was pretty good as a member of the Oakland A's before he got traded.
That's how you stay consistent at the major league level. Having arms not only at your big league club, but having a lot of power arms in your minor league system for two reasons. One, to be able to bring up at some point, or you make trades with other clubs because everyone needs those arms.
JB Shock takes the off-speed pitch down and in. JB grounded out to Barton at first base. First inning, so he's 0 for 1. Yeah, we saw that too earlier this year with St. Louis in town.
Some power arms they have.
Two 2-0. One of which was on the mound today.
Yes, he was. Thielen also.
Yeah, he was Thielen. Another one picked up his first major league save last night of Rosenthal.
Yeah, he's thrown upper 90s, free and easy.
Chuck lines one to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. So back-to-back hits for the Angels here with 1 out to strike third. And Howie Kendrick coming up.
Well, let's take a look at our AT&T U versus Rewind. Speaking of Howie Kendrick, in the first inning with 1 out, he continues to crush the baseball off the rock pile in center field. Second home run of this series. Home run last night, 3-run double last night, solo shot here tonight in the first.
And early in the count, a lot of his swings.
And he's getting fastballs inside. The philosophy is try to pitch him up and in, because Howie's so good with the inside-out approach, away with some pitches or down and in very good, or breaking balls. They're trying to get him out up and in. But he's been quick through his swing and driving the ball, getting the barrel of the bat on the baseball.
Field at second, Chuck at first. 1-0 Angels here in the third. Breaking ball outside. Fouls this one back.
Boy, he had another good hack.
Yep.
Well, we look at Griffin, you look at what he throws on the mound. His fastball, not overpowering, but it is a plus fastball because he spots it well. His slow curveball is a plus. His changeup, a plus pitch. But I think he muscles up a lot on his slider, and that seems to be the pitch where he makes his most mistakes is on his slider. That fastball right there, though, didn't locate it well, and how he fouled it straight back.
2 balls and 1 strike. Howie this year, a .255 hitter with men in scoring position. Took something off. Evens up the count. Mike Trout on deck.
He's not afraid to throw that changeup to the right-handed batter. Even in a fastball count with 2 men on. 2-1 count. A lot of confidence in that pitch. If he can't throw that for a strike, he's behind 3-1 to a dangerous fastball hitter.
And Howie goes down swinging for the second out.
Say those plus pitches he has as far as changeup follow with his curveball at 71. Very difficult for a hitter to stay back. The thought process has to be you're going to try to drive the ball to right field. Because once those hips are open, you're in trouble.
So it's up to Mike Trout here with 2 out, 2 on. Strikeout of Kendrick, the 4th for Griffin. Mike 0 for 1. Takes outside. He grounded out to third base in the first inning. Trout now a 1 for his last 13. Has picked up some walks.
Seems to be trying to pull a lot of pitches the last couple of games.
Is that a product of what he has seen over the last couple of weeks?
A lot of
Getting
pitches
busted
inside.
in. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially with Oakland. They pitch inside a lot. So he's aware of that. So he's trying to be quick through that ball in the inside part of the plate. But then they're throwing sliders, 2-seam fastballs, and change-ups away.
Fastball down and away. Fielded Schuck with back-to-back singles with 1 out. Kendrick struck out. Trout trying to extend the Angels' lead. Kendrick put the Angels on the board with his 13th home run in the first inning.
If he throws a changeup here, he threw a 2-1 changeup to Howie Kendrick. Just the batter before.
Breaking ball. 3-1. And he walked him, so they're loaded up for Hamilton. First free pass issued by Griffin. Hamilton popped out to Josh Donaldson in the first inning and in foul territory. So he's 0 for 1.
Hamilton, though, overall 5 for 13 against Griffin. Big opportunity to expand the lead here.
Takes the off-speed pitch low. Josh this year with the bases loaded. 2 for 16. One-0 pitch. Caught the corner. Evens up the count. This one's out toward left. Chris Young comes racing in, still coming on, and he lets it bounce. 2 runs will come in. Hamilton will stop at first. It's 3-0 Angels.
Well, it looked like Chris was going to slide in and try to make the play on that little flare out to the outfield. Griffin doesn't look like he's all that happy about the results of that base hit by Hamilton. But Josh will take it. 2-run single. Young was playing well out to left center field, but coming in looked like he had a chance to slide possibly to make that play.
Yeah, boy, whenever time you get a ball like that, short hop you at the ankles. If you're close enough to keep on running and make a catch.
Yeah, even if you don't make the play, it's not going to get far away from you. You'll be able to keep it in front of you anyhow.
Well, the Angels will take it 3-0 down. Here's Trumbo. Runners at the corners. 1 ball, no strikes. Mark struck out leading off the second. Hamilton now with 74 runs batted in.
See if Mark can get a base hit here. Get RBI number 100.
Got
to get the green light right here for Trumbo. That's a good 3-0 count swing. You got a fastball. you're afforded that one swing where you can do some serious damage to the baseball. Even 3-1, you're afforded that swing again. Then you shorten it up on a 3-2 count if you don't make contact.
John at third, Hamilton over at first. A 3-0 Angels lead here in the third. And Griffin staying away from him. So full count, Hamilton will be off of the pitch.
He's pitched him away a lot. And Mark with 6 at bats, now 7. This is his 8th at bat against him. Almost every one of the pitches has been something away, whether it's a fastball or a breaking ball.
3-2, and he got him swinging on a fastball away, 3 of them to be exact. But the Angels do tack on the Hamilton single. We're through 3, and it's 3-0 Halos. Extends the Angels lead to 3-0 as we begin the fourth. Halos have one more tomorrow against the Oakland A's. 12:35 start. Don't forget that's the last home game of the year. Then it's off to Texas for a 4-game series beginning on Thursday.
That should be a lot of fun down there in Texas. Also, tomorrow's game with Weaver on the hill. Mentioned his numbers in his last 10 starts against Oakland. 7-1 with an ERA under 1. Could be one of those special days for Weaver here.
Josh Donaldson looks at a strike. Donaldson, Lowry, and Cespedes for Oakland here the fourth. That's 2, 3, and 4. 2 hits for Oakland, 4 for the Angels. Jason Vargas with 2 strikeouts and 2 hits allowed, coming off a 1-2-3 third. Almost got him to chase that changeup. Got him a chase this time, 1-2.
Yeah, it's good to see when Vargas has a feel for that pitch. He'll go back to back and sometimes back to back with his changeup.
Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers leading the Twins 4-2. That game in the top of the 9th inning. Seattle and Kansas City up at Safeco. 1-0 M's. That game in the 3rd. Yankees shut out today. Full count now.
Yeah, they're in trouble now. 5 games back with 5 to go. Tampa Bay on fire. Won 5 straight themselves now.
There's the wild card.
In Cleveland. Amazing game tonight.
I'm imagining that's part of the Carl's Jr. Sports Update.
Oh, yeah.
Full count on Donaldson. Jed Lowry on deck. Here's the payoff. And he got him with the change piece. One down.
Third strikeout of the game for Vargas. Real good changeup here. A great job of maintaining balance. Hides the baseball. Last second turns over a circle. Changeup. Swing and miss.
One out, nobody on. It's Jed Lowry at the plate. He had a single out to left field. One ball, one strike. Bob Davidson, the veteran behind the plate. Strike calling machine tonight.
Especially on the outside corner.
Bob's got a flight to catch tomorrow. Two balls and a strike. Halos with a run in the first, two in the third. Vargas getting helped out by a double play ball in the second and a 1-2-3 inning in the third. Lowry hits one out the left, hit well. JB is back and out of the warning track, makes the grab. Two down. Time now for a Fox Sports 1 game break. Thanks a lot, Julie. Here it's 3-0 Angels in the top of the fourth inning. Vargas with 3 punch outs, no walks, 2 hits allowed.
The veteran, Jason Giambi.
Did that ruin your Carl's Jr.'s sports update?
I'm not talking anymore.
Cespedes fouls their back, and it's an 0-1 count.
Could have been part of it.
Yeah. I was just going to ask you because I know being a former big league player, there's a lot of superstitions. Guys wearing same shirt and all that stuff. If Giambi's still sporting the lucky golden thong.
I still have a signed jersey from Jason Giambi in my house right now.
Long as it's the jersey.
It's the jersey. Nothing else. Nothing else.
One on the way. Cespedes loops one out toward right center field. Tailing back towards Cole Calhoun, a 1-2-3 inning for Vargas. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Halos on top 3-0.
Angels baseball is brought to you by AT&T Uverse TV. Check availability at 1-800-PICK-AT&T. Rethink possible. By CarMax. Start the search for your next car at CarMax. CarMax. Start here. And by Toyota's nationwide clearance event. Now you can save big on every Toyota car, truck, and SUV.
Halos up 3-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cole Calhoun, Hank Conger, and Andrew Romine to face A.J. Griffin, who has 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 4 hits allowed as a slow curveball drops in there. 0-1 count. Cole struck out on that slow curveball in the second inning, so he's 0 for 1.
So far, a slow curve followed with a changeup. Old school thought was never throw a changeup after a slow curveball because the speed very similar.
Fastball missing in. It's 2 balls and a strike.
But when you have a good changeup with that type of movement that Griffin has, you'll see that again tomorrow too with Weaver. Then it becomes an even better pitch because you think you're going to get something firm after a slow curve, but you end up getting a changeup.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Griffin does a nice job to me, even though not overpowering, but pretty much locates his pitches at will. It's kind of deceptive. It's kind of a short armor's kind of delivery, and it's tough to pick up the baseball, it seems.
And he throws slightly across his body, so he hides the ball well. He's got a great tempo on the mound generally too. Doesn't waste time, stands right on that pitching rubber, receives the sign, and throws the baseball.
I mean, that's pretty much every guy that the Oakland A's run out on the mound.
It's a good philosophy.
Yep. Off speed, pulled towards second. Callaspo has it on the backhand. 1 out. And it keeps your defense on its toes.
That's exactly right. That's the best point you can make, Victor. The fact is the defenders are on their toes because you have a guy working quickly on the mound. So he hides the ball well, and he spots his fastball. He can almost throw at any part of that plate, all 4 quadrants, up and down, in and away on the plate with his fastball. And then you mix in the ability to change speed. That's what makes him a special pitcher. He's not going to wow you at 98, but his fastball is very effective.
14-game winner this year as Conger takes upstairs. Hank struck out as well in the second inning. Three-0.
Although he's only walked 1 guy. He's been a little erratic in the strikes, and he had 5 full counts already. Now 3-0 here against Hank Conger.
Conger pops it up behind the plate. Derek Norris gets rid of the mask, almost takes care of Bob Davidson along the way. 2 down.
Bob's still nice enough to go pick up that mask.
It's because it didn't hit him.
Yeah. He said, hey, man, that was pretty close. I'm just trying to help you out, get out of your way, and you throw your mask towards me. He's like saying, hey, you got room. He tried to catch it.
He's been around a while, so you know as a home plate umpire, you've taken a couple of masks on plays like that before.
Yeah, he's a pretty fun guy to talk to.
Oh, 2 count on Andrew Romine. Grounded out his first time up. This one's hit out to right. Reddick back a couple of steps. Griffin with a 1-2-3 inning. We are through 4 here at the big game. It's 3-0 Angels.
Jason Vargas has had great command of his fastball tonight. Paints the outside corner against Coco Crisp. Derek Martin takes a fastball painted on the outside corner. And a great changeup. Josh Donaldson, swing and miss, 3 punch-outs, no walk so far for Jason Vargas.
Been very Mako-like, paint jobs all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
45 pitches. 4 innings. 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. He'll face Norris, Callaspo, and Young here in the 5th. Derek Norris with a base hit in the 2nd innings, 1 for 1. 1 for 1. One of 2 hits allowed by Vargas. The other is single to Jet Lowry in the 1st.
Paint the inside corner. 88 miles an hour. Pretty consistent velocity here tonight for Vargas. 87, 88.
Fouled off to the right. That's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Lays off. Tough pitch to lay off of, too. 2-2.
Yeah, it's a pretty good changeup, but that had more cutting action on this changeup. He can still come right back with that exact same pitch, a changeup, but make sure you stay out in front, turn it over, hit the outside corner.
Oh, and he gets him with the off speed. 1 down. 4th strikeout of the night for Jason.
When he did the exact same thing, came right back to his spot. Boy, great pitch. We can see the grip and how he turns his wrist over to make sure it works like a screwball and runs away from a right-handed batter. The changeup before kind of cut it off. Had cut action on it instead of running away from a right-handed batter.
Alberto fouling it off to the right. 0-1 count. Callaspo lined one out to left center field. The J.B. Shuck tracked down. Alberto's 0 for 1.
'89 on that fastball from Vargas.
Oh, 2 on the way. And Callaspo fouls it off to the right. Another 0-2. Just off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Callaspo hooks one down the left field line. It is foul. Right size, wrong shape for Callaspo. Count remains at 1-2.
Might not see a fastball after that swing. Came inside. Very difficult to keep that one fair. That's a fastball off the plate inside. It's coming right back in.
Popped him up. Tommy Field comes jogging in.
See, a lot of times a hitter won't be looking inside again after a fastball like that. Most pitchers will go away. Came right back in and jammed them.
So 2 outs. Base is clear. Chris Young at the plate. On the outside corner. Young doesn't like that call. Rolled into a 5-4-3 double play in the second.
Well, you've said that a number of times already in this game for Vargas. Fastball outside corner, strike one.
One. Two balls, 2 strikes.
With the art of pitching, being able to throw an off-speed pitch in a fastball count. That's what Vargas does so well. Best fastball, 89. Slowest curveball, 75. Good differential for him.
Taking the count to 3-2, and it's Josh Reddick on deck. Howie Kendrick with a home run in the first. The Angels getting a 2 RBI single off the bat of Josh Hamilton with 2 outs in the third to make it 3-0. That's where we stand right now here in the 5th. Now the payoff pitch. Young loops one out toward left center field. Long run in for Hamilton. He will make the basket catch on the run, and that is 11 consecutive batters retired by Jason Vargas. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, Halos still on top. Telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Halos here in the 5th inning have 9, 1, and 2 coming up. Field, Shuck, and Kendrick. Should one of those guys reach and keep the inning going? Mike Trout come up. Awarded the team most valuable player award before the game today. Tommy Field, half-hearted swing it down, fooled on the breaking ball. 0-1 count. Tommy had a single and a run scored in the 3rd inning, so he's 1 for 1. .77 pitches thrown by A.J. Griffin so far. 44 have been strikes. Eric Ibar getting the night off.
Well, you haven't said that a whole lot.
I know. There's Eric. 133 games for him. Two and two.
What if you slow breaking balls in this at bat for Tommy Field versus A.J. Griffin? 6 now, full count of the game for Griffin.
That's a called strike 3, and there's the first out. 6th strikeout for Griffin. Hey fans, make sure to check out the all-new 2014 Chevy Silverado that comes with an available 5.3-liter engine that offers the best V8 fuel economy of any two-wheel drive pickup. Visit your local Chevy Silverado dealer today for all the latest offers and details. J.B. Shuck up at the plate, 1 for 2 tonight. Ground down at a single. Three balls, 1 strike.
Another 3-ball count for Griffin. He's only walked 1 batter so far, but he's had a number of them. 9 batters with 3 baseballs added his zone against him.
That is pulled into right field, a base hit on a 3-1 pitch. JB picks up his 2nd hit of the night. We'll bring up Howie. Been a rough month for JB coming into tonight's game. Hitting .227. Lowest batting average in any particular month since going back to May when he hit .256. Had a red hot month of August.
Well, with the 2 hits tonight, 123 hits in his rookie season.
Howie with a home run and a strikeout.
Boy, Oakland thinking Mike Scioscia is going to potentially put a hit and run on with Howie, who handles the bat well, and Shuck with good speed at first.
Changeup first pitch. 0-1. Another good crowd tonight. It's Tuesday night. Second to the last home game of the year. 0-2.
Boy, changeup followed by a fastball. Tried to go inside, but that one ran over the plate. But it was down though. Ahead of the count, 0-2.
Breaking pitch fouled off to the right. That hit him. On an 0-2 count. Puts 2 men on for Trout.
4th batter that Griffin has hit this season. Going back in with the fastball. This time gets Howie right in the rib cage area. Howie didn't appreciate that a whole lot. But smiling as usual, Howie, when he got to first base.
Two on, 1 out. Here's Trout. 0 for 1. Ground out and a walk. Left-hander Jerry Blevins getting ready. Oh, 2.
Slider there. A few sliders that Griffin has thrown where he's thrown it effectively. His curveball has been better than his slider tonight.
And that's a called strike 3. Fastball. 2 down.
89-mile-an-hour fastball. Upper part of the strike zone, outside corner. Off the bat, Griffin can hit all 4 quadrants of the strike zone with his fastball. Hits it there. 7 strikeouts in the game for Griffin.
Hamilton hits one out to center field. Coco Crisp comes on, makes the grab, and 5 have been played here at the Big A, and the Angels maintaining a 3-0 lead. Nothing. Howie Kendrick with a solo home run in the first inning. Josh Hamilton a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded and 2 outs. That was in the third, and Jason Vargas so far has been very good. 5 innings, 2 hits, 4 punch outs, no walks. And here in the 6th inning, he'll face 8, 9, and 1. Reddick, Barton, and Crisp.
And Reddick is last at bat. He's up there swinging right away. First pitch, ground out to first base for Reddick against Vargas.
Looks at a strike. Oakland no runs, 2 hits, 1 man left on base. The Halos 3 runs, 5 hits, 4 left on. Vargas so far has faced 1 over the minimum. Helped out with that double play ball back into second.
Well, you think he's set up now for a breaking ball.
This one popped up to shallow right. Now a backpedaling out. 1 away.
I asked Howie the other day about going back on a pop-up. Remember getting hurt here at the Big A earlier in the season when he went back for a fly ball and Calgill slid in and hit his knee. So they don't even ever think about it. He's always just going to go back and wait till last second for somebody to call off him in the outfield. Otherwise, he's going back and making plays. Doesn't concern him whatsoever going back on a pop-up.
That is the mindset, though, right? You keep going until you hear otherwise.
Exactly. But a lot of times when you see somebody who had a collision like that, they'll generally be timid about going back on the ball, but certainly not him. A good breaking ball there from Vargas at 76 miles an hour. 68 pitches thrown in the game, 43 strikes for Vargas.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Derek Barton struck out looking at a third. He's 0 for 1. Called strike 3, Bob Davidson.
Twice.
Yep.
Throwing up Barton on fastballs away. See where this fastball was located. Just off that outside corner. A pitcher's pitch.
5 strikeouts tonight combined for both teams. Looking. Bob Davidson's got the arm out of the holster tonight. There's Coco Crisp, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground down. And no balks called as of yet for Bob. There's still plenty of time.
For Vargas, is limit the base runners, and you're all right.
Yeah. Tough to balk with nobody on. I would hope. That's some bounce at third. Another 1-2-3 inning for Vargas. Let's head to the bottom of the 6th inning with the Angels leading at 3-0.
For only $3.99 plus tax. Go big at a participating Jack in the Box today. And by Chase. Send money to almost anyone, anywhere with your smartphone. Chase, quick pay, so you can.
3-0 Angels, bottom of the 6th inning. A.J. Griffin is done for the night. As you see, the Halos have 5 hits. With 3 runs on the board, giving the Angels the lead. Griffin has since departed. It's our in and out. Who's in, who's out. Left-hander Jerry Blevins on a relief.
Jerry Blevins fastball 88 to 92. Cut fastball, curveball, changeup. Thought that Griffin would be around that 5-6 innings. And make sure he's in line, healthy, strong for the postseason run for Oakland.
Trumbull, Calhoun, and Conger for the Angels here in the 6th. Griffin, by the way, 5 innings, 5 hits, including the home run to Howie, 6 strikeouts and a walk. Trumbull swings the first one, bounces it foul. We go back and revisit our Hyundai key to the game.
A little Pearl Jam for Mark Trumbo. State of Love and Trust, one of his favorite bands. Just felt he was going to be able to drive a baseball at some point tonight. This might be the opportunity against Blevin.
Trumbull tonight 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. One ball, 2 strikes. Blevins pitching in his 66th game, 5-0 record, a 3.30 ERA. 57 1/3 innings, 47 hits, 50 strikeouts. Opponents just hitting .226 against him. Trumbo strikes out on a fastball, 1 down. One out, nobody on for Cole Calhoun. 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out. Oakland in the 7th will have 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Face Jason Vargas. Certainly a bounce back start for Vargas. It's been a while since he's pitched this well.
Had good velocity on the fastball for him too. 87, 88, 89.
Oh, and 2. Conger on deck. Calhoun lifts one out to left center. Chris John comes in. Trout's. MLB.com at bat celebrating 5 years as your #1 mobile app for live baseball. It's available for every device known to mankind. At bat delivers Angels baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, highlights, and more. Just text at bat to 31826, or where can you go online, Gooby?
And Angels.com.
That's it for more details. Or your phone, right? You got it on
Yes,
there.
I do have it on
Or
there.
your iPad.
Yes. Right there.
It's awesome. How can you figure that out?
My son did
Because
it
it
for
says
me.
MLB on it.
My son did it for me.
Conger looks at a breaking ball for a strike. Your handy dandy iPhone.
Yes, indeed.
And go for 2 with a punch out and a pop up.
He's done a real good job so far working with Jason Vargas on the mound. That's the #1 responsibility as a catcher. Offense, a plus, but working with your pitcher is what you're there most for.
This one fouled off to the right. Barton will give it a look, but he'll run out of real estate. 1 and 2 now. Hank got off to a slow start, batting from the right side, but 7 for 27 from this side of the plate. One, two on the way. And he went around on the off speed. And Blevins has himself a 1, 2, 3, 6. We'll head to the 7th. The Angels still up 3-0.
Update around the majors, and what a night again tonight around the majors. Waka almost had a no-hitter with 2 outs, a ground ball just by him. For the love of the game with Kevin Costner, but Jose Mota not there to make the play. Ends up losing a no-hitter. Ryan Zimmerman, an infield hit, breaks up the no-hitter with 2 outs. And the Giambino walk-off after Chicago with 2 home runs in the top of the ninth take the lead against Cleveland. 2-out base hit by Michael Brantley, followed by a upper deck shot by Jason Giambi.
Wow. No Billy Chappell moment tonight.
No.
In St. Louis.
Where was Jose Mota to make the play?
He's 2 booths down with a Maori doing Spanish television. We couldn't ship him over there.
There he is. There's Jose.
Mauri P. Gonzalez.
That is the world's most interesting man.
There's no doubt about it. Now that guy can parallel park a train.
Yes.
Josh Donaldson takes outside for ball 1.
Like no one else can.
Exactly. He lists himself as the emergency contact. Donaldson tonight 0 for 2 with a ground down and a strikeout. 2-0.
And Michael Wacha, one of his amazing young pitchers that St. Louis has developed. St. Louis with that 2-0 victory over the Nationals maintain a 2-game lead over Pittsburgh, who also won tonight. Garrett Cole won his 10th game.
Two balls, 1 strike. Vargas 5 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed.
Yanks in trouble too, lose 7-0 to Tampa though. Texas though wins a close one against Houston, staying 1 game back. A lot of fun down there in Texas, that 4-game series for the Angels.
Off the end of the bat towards second. Howie has it. 1 out. Take a look at the AL wild card standings. Tampa a game up on Cleveland. Cleveland a game up on Texas. And you've got the Royals on the outside looking in and losing right now in Seattle 4-0 in the 6th.
You always feel that Tom Hamilton saying the magic is back in Cleveland. When Giambino goes yard like that, he's sitting under 200 most of the entire season, but Always the guy that's a threat at the plate.
Tomorrow you'll have Indians fans clamoring for the Indians to re-sign him next year. That's how things work.
Oh, no question. Especially it's been a while for Cleveland to get to the postseason. Terry Francona has done a tremendous job with them. First year as their manager.
That American League Manager of the Year vote would be interesting with John Farrell, Terry Francona, Ned Yost to a certain extent, Joe Madden again.
Bob Melvin's always in that conversation. Won it last year.
Absolutely. Buck Showalter with the Orioles.
Talking to Bob yesterday about his team, he said that these guys just play well every night, come to play the game the right way. Doesn't hurt when you have a pitching staff like that too, and a bullpen that's been locked down for him.
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lowry, who singled back in the first. 1 for 2 night.
Oh yeah, by the way, the Tigers won today too, so they've clinched a tie in the AL Central.
Two now. Full count. Cespedes on deck. That was the 81st pitch of the night for Vargas. 51 have been strikes.
Beach ball out in the outfield. You don't want to slow down if you're Jason Vargas, as good as he's been throwing the baseball.
Payoff pitch. Lowry hits one back up the middle, deflected by Vargas. That'll be an infield base hit.
Boy, so often as a pitcher, you throw your glove when it's behind you like that. Every once in a while, we'll hit the glove and stay in it. This time it deflects off the glove. If he doesn't deflect, that's going to be up the middle anyhow.
Almost came up with it, though.
Yeah, he did. Every once in a while, you'll see a pitcher do that. You always mess around and practice that, even during batting practice. Every once in a while, that baseball will stay in the glove.
Snaps a string of 15 consecutive batters retired by Jason Vargas. That's the first man to reach since Norris led off the second with a single. Got a changeup there, and it's an 0-1 count.
Elevated changeup, though. Cespedes 0 for 2 in this game, but he's had some pretty good swings in which he's fouled the baseball straight back. Changeup's a very effective pitch against him, but you have to keep that one down and away, almost in the dirt. If you do that, you might be able to get a double play.
A 1 pitch. Back up the middle. Kendrick is there. Touches the bag. Fires to first. Safe. No, out of first. You tell me. I think it's a double play. John Hirschbeck.
What did the umpire call?
He called him out.
That's what it was.
I should say the last call was out.
Yes.
It is an inning-ending double play. 7th inning stretch time. The Angels maintain a 3-0 lead.
play on a changeup, hit up the middle. Howie steps on the base, throws him out. Cespedes at first, well played. Throw over. Boy, you talk about a close play, as close as you can get. That's why John Hirschbeck was caught in between. He was thinking safe and then said, I'm loose, he's out.
I think he was just saying, yes, he's out.
What a great play.
Yeah, no doubt. John will be behind the plate tomorrow. Dan Straley, Jared Weaver matchup. Andrew Romine looks at a strike to lead off this 7th inning.
One of the greatest guys, too, to talk to, John Hirschbeck.
Romine 0 for 2 with a ground down and a fly ball to right. Blevins working his 2nd inning of relief. 1, 2, 3, 6th, including a couple of strikeouts. One and two. Oakland with some action going in their bullpen. Looks like Pat Neshek getting ready. Pulled and a diving stop by Donaldson at third. Gets up and throws out Romine for the first down here in the 7th.
When Donaldson can make some plays defensively at third base, every once in a while he'll have an errant throw to first base, but he's got great range. Important for him to have that type of range. Jed Lowry, solid as shortstop, but not a lot of range. Donaldson makes up for that at third base.
One ball, no strikes on Tommy Field. Got to start tonight at shortstop. Single with a run scored in the 3rd, a strikeout looking in the 5th. This one out toward center. A little bit more like right center field. Coco Crisp puts it away. 2 down. Back to the top of the order we go with J.B. Shuck coming to the plate. 2 for 3 tonight. It's J.B. 2 singles. He's also scored a run. One ball, no strikes. Popped up right side. Derek Barton, the first baseman, makes the catch in another 1-2-3 inning for Jerry Blevins. We'll head to the 8th. 3-0 Angels. Angels youngster will have the biggest impact next year. Cole Calhoun currently leading the way at 47% of the vote.
All three will certainly be in the plans next season, 2014 season. Cole with that energy, power, hit for an average, good throwing arm. JB Shuck, consistent with the bat. De La Rosa, valuable part out of the bullpen.
Colin Cowgill takes over in left field for JB Shuck. So Shuck ends the night going 2 for 4. Vargas 84 pitches through 7. He'll be facing Norris, Callaspo, and Young. Derek Norris tonight is single in the second inning, struck out in the 5th. That's a 1 for 2 night. Two balls, no strikes. This one out toward right field. Cole comes in a couple of steps, 1 out.
Boy, challenged him 2-0, went with the fastball, trusted his defense, and Calhoun there to make the play.
So 1 out. There's Alberto Callaspo, 0 for 2. Fly ball to left and a pop up to short. Off speed. It just missed off the plate. Two-0 count.
Second batter of this inning on a 2-0 count.
This one out toward left center field. Hamilton giving chase, and he'll play it on a hop. Callaspo's going to try to go to second. Here comes the throw from Josh, and Alberto's easily out.
Great throw. Good hustle by cutting off that baseball by Hamilton. He made a nice play on the fly ball early in the game. This one cuts it off. Perfect throw into Howie. Not an easy play for Howie Kendrick either to catch the ball and then turn around and apply the tag. But cut it off well. Strong throwing arm. Hamilton's 4th outfield assist is how he applies the tag on Callaspo at second. We're getting that tag before the foot or knee hits the base. Well played by Hamilton. Again, utilizing your defense, working quickly, throwing strikes. Defense makes the plays behind you.
One ball, one strike on Chris Young, the left fielder. Let's go back and take a look at the tag by Howie.
And he has to reverse around and then find Callaspo applying the tag on the shoulder before he gets his hand on the base.
One and two.
Boy, Callaspo out of the batter's box. I thought he had a double for sure, but Hamilton quick cuts it off. Strong throwing arm right in the second.
This one's popped up. Shallow right field. Kendrick backing out. He's under it. Ahead of the bottom of the 8th inning, Jason Vargas leading it 3-0. They'll be coming back out with a 3-0 lead as the Angels try to get them some more runs here at the bottom of the 8th inning. They will have to do so against a new chucker. It is Pat Neshek.
Neshek fastball, generally 84 to 88 range, slider. Quite a few sliders, occasional changeup. And no doubt Vargas going to be back out looking for his 3rd complete game, 2nd shutout of the season.
Howie Kendrick 1 for 2, a solo home run. That was back in the 1st inning. He also struck out but hit by a pitch. Strike on the inside corner.
Way around the plate, off the inside corner.
Bob Davidson behind the plate tonight has been that way from both sides, though.
And that's all you really ask for from a home plate umpire, being consistent. The pitchers and the batters both know the zone. Hasn't changed. Called those pitches throughout the entire game for both sides.
After the last out, be sure to tune in to Angels Live post game. Somebody SoCal Mazda dealers. Jose Porter will join me outside. Break this one down. You going to join us tonight? Not sure yet.
Yeah, I hope so.
Check your schedule. Jason Vargas is pitching well. We'd like to hear your insight.
He's been fantastic.
Callaspo fields this one, and Kendrick throwing out for the first down here in the 8th.
Well, we talked about the key for him tonight is basically being able to establish his fastball away on the outside corner. He has done that throughout the game, and his changeup fantastic. Defense behind him, very good.
Why not? Nobody on for Mike Trout. Trout 0 for 2 tonight. Takes ball 1. Oakland in the 9th inning will have Reddick, Barton, and Crisp coming up. Howie's like, can you believe the strike call that Bob Davidson just called on me? And Jason's like, what's wrong with that strike call?
I've been hitting my spots all night.
Yeah. I think it's an absolutely fantastic strike zone.
He's saying, what did Bob Davidson call it?
Yeah.
It was a strike. So why aren't you swinging?
That's right. Two balls, 2 strikes. This one foul back. Trout goes down swinging for out number 2.
Well, very difficult for a right-handed batter against Neshek. So from that angle, change his speeds, he can run that 2-seam fastball down underneath the hands too. Very difficult to be able to see that baseball well and make contact.
Well, 2 outs here in the 8th inning. Bob Melvin is going to go to the bullpen with Josh Hamilton coming up. The Angels leading at 3-0.
Pollo Loco. Crazy you can taste.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. A 3-0 Angels lead, and Bob Melvin has gone to the bullpen and brought in Pedro Figueroa to face Josh Hamilton here. Figueroa on the season, just his 4th game. He's got 2 innings under his belt, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He faced the Angels last week as well.
Yeah, power fastball, 93 to 97. Hard slider also.
Hamilton will bat with nobody on base. 1 for 3 night for him, a 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning. No balls, 2 strikes. Vargas will be coming out to the 9th inning to face 8, 9, and 1 as Hamilton just got a piece of that fastball. Count remains at 0-2. Pulled foul. Pretty good fastball on those from Figueroa. 96 on the last one.
As I recall, he's the one who gave up the home run to Trout and Trumbo in Oakland.
Trout's straightaway center field. Trumbo's out to right center. And Hamilton goes down swinging. We will head to the 9th. The Angels leading at 3-0.
Comes Fox Football Daily with all the news, opinions, and insight you need on the NFL and college football. Fox Football Daily, weeknights at 6 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Sports 1. Jason Vargas, as we suspected, back out on the mound, looking to be able to complete this game on a complete game shutout. The Angels lead this one 3-0 here at the top of the 9th.
Josh Reddick, Derek Barton, and Coco Crisp here in the 9th inning. 38,158, the last night game at home this year for the Angels. Breaking balls, big swing and a miss. Reddick with a ground out and a pop-up. This one pulled, and a diving stop by Mark Trumbo, races to the bag, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Work quickly, throw strikes, and you're going to have plays like that behind you. What a play by Mark Trumbo. Diving, and gets up and beats Reddick to the base. First out here in the ninth. Outstanding defensive play by Mark Trumbo. That baseball was by him. Fields a ground ball. The all-important first out here in the ninth.
Derek Barton at the plate. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both looking. That one missed outside. Three balls, no strikes.
All pretty close to the outside corner.
Three and one.
Well, he's punched Barton out twice on the outside corner. So 100 pitches thrown. For Vargas, 62 strikes.
Barton hooks one foul. At a full count.
Boy, now you wonder if he's going to try to paint the fastball on the outside corner. Got him looking twice in the game already.
Fouled off to the left. Trying to stay away from him.
Still good velocity, 88.
Payoff pitch. And he walked him. First walk issued by Vargas puts a man on for Coco Crisp.
Way upstairs, and the fastball didn't miss by a lot. See if it was above the strike zone, just barely above the strike zone. And for Barton, that's a pretty good take considering twice he's been called out when fastballs away. Steve Solis, bullpen coach, with the old sign that Ernesto Frieri is ready.
Gil high sign. Coco's 0 for 3 with a strikeout, 2 groundouts.
Coco doesn't hit into many double plays, but this side of the plate you have a better chance to be able to get a double play against him.
Just missed in. 1-1. Check in on Barton over at first base. 105 pitches thrown by Vargas. 65 have been strikes tonight.
Been helped out by a couple double plays. Nice to see him finish this one off and get the shutout here with a double play ball.
Two and one.
He's maintained his velocity throughout this entire game. Best fastball has been 89, so he's been 88 this entire inning. Could be his last batter, though, if Crisp reaches base.
Two balls, two strikes. Barton working the one-out walk, stands at first base. 3-0 Angels here in the ninth. 2-2 now. Outside, full count. Josh Donaldson on deck. And that's hooked to left field. Colin Cowgill racing back, stepping on the warning track, makes the catch. Barton back to first base, 2 down.
Well, Jason has pitched well, but he's benefited from some solid defensive plays behind him. Cowgill going back to the warning track. Runs down to second out in the ninth inning here. Back to the wall, leaps up. Nice play by Cowgill.
So Vargas 1 out away from picking up third complete game. Second shutout of the season. Trying to even the series up at a game apiece. Rubber game of the series tomorrow afternoon. 12:35 start. Jared Weaver against Dan Straley. Donaldson pulls one over to third. Romine's got it, goes a short way, like that baby up as the Angels shut out the Oakland A's. Tonight the final 3-0.
Boy, that's how you pitch the baseball. Jason Vargas, second shutout of the year. Benefited by the big swing by Howie early on in the first inning, just enough offense. Josh Hamilton with a 2-run single, but the story of the game, Jason Vargas, third complete game of the season, 2 shutouts, 5th career shutout. Not one A ever reached second base against Vargas today. An outstanding effort, 5 punch-outs, 1 walk. Some great defensive plays behind him also. With the pace he had, complete game. There's no better feeling when you're a starting pitcher, you're on the mound, you high-five the catcher and your teammates, you finish that one off. Second shutout of the year. You talk about pitching, you talk Jason Vargas gets to keep that baseball. What a job also by Hank Conger. You don't throw a shutout without the help of your catcher behind the plate. Very good as far as working that game plan. Very quiet. Kept that fastball on the inside part of the plate. And that's why Jason Vargas was so successful in this game tonight. Outstanding job by Vargas. His teammates happy about a 3-0 victory. And Kent French looks like he's going to get an opportunity to go down and talk to Jason Vargas, who was absolutely outstanding tonight. Take it away, Kent.
Yeah, Mark, thank you very much. Third complete game, second shutout of the season. Got some defense behind you there in the ninth inning.
Yeah, I mean, they made some great plays, and, you know, the inning could have been a lot different if that ball gets by Trumbo.
Why were you finding success tonight? What was working for you out on the mound?
You know, I was able to throw strikes and control counts, and defense made great plays.
How was it playing with the lead? They scored 3 runs in the first 3 innings. Angels gave you a 3-run lead. Does it give you an opportunity to be more aggressive?
Yeah, I think a lead's a lot better than not having one. So, you know, it's great to see us playing well and finish off all right.
Yeah, you played this team last week. How much of an advantage is that being able to face them again in that short amount of time?
You know, we played these guys all year, and I faced them quite a bit. So, you know, they're a tough squad, and, you know, they're going to the playoffs for a reason.
Jason, how big is this for you coming out off the DL, your 9th start since coming off the DL, being able to come up with a shutout in the complete game here tonight?
Yeah, I think it's been a little up and down since we've been back, but, you know, tonight was a good one.
And finally, what does it mean for this team to try to get back to that 500 mark and finish on a high note here going to Texas?
Yeah, I think we just want to keep playing good baseball and finish strong.
Jason, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you.
All right, Jason Vargas, our winner tonight, the complete game shutout. Angels win 3-0 in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Stick around. Angels Live with Victor Rojas and Jose Mota coming up next on Fox Sports West.